Welcome to YouTube Survival 101. First question you probably have. Effigia, why are you outside? Because in the winter months, I enjoy going outside. And as time progresses, you'll probably see more and more vids of me out here. So, this is going to be the first vid in what may turn into a series, the YouTube Survival Guide. Several of my friends have been having problems with trolls, so I thought I'd give some tips. Now, in my eyes, there are three types of trolls, which I will go through one at a time. First, there is the common troll. This is just someone looking for attention. It may not be negative, it may not be positive, just attention, period. To do this, they will do just weird things. Things that would just raise your eyebrow. And you know, these trolls are not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes they can be quite amusing. I have a couple of them on my channel, and I'm actually pretty good friends with them. You know, they just leave strange comments, like puppies. That's it. That's the entire channel. That's the entire vid comment. Puppies. I don't care. Whatever. You know, so, you know, with these people, you don't necessarily need to worry about it. They're just looking for attention, and, they get it. I give them that raised eyebrow. Now, second kind of troll is the hater. Not technically a troll per se, but it ties in with the third kind of troll. Now, the hater is someone who is not actually trolling. There's someone who actually disagrees with what you have said. The ice is cracking. There's someone who disagrees with what you've said. And no worries, I'm not standing on it. There's actually solid ground where I am, and the lake's just behind me. So they've actually disagreed with what you said. They might say, you have the facts wrong, yada 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 yada. And the thing you need to understand with this is they're not looking for attention. They're disagreeing with you. Now, so with that in mind, you need to remember that. This person has just said their piece. If you ignore them, that will likely be the end of it. Unless they turn out to be the third kind. Now, with the hater, you know, most likely ignore them. Because if you respond, if you try to argue your statement, you're going to end up in an argument. Some arguments may range from civil, which can actually be rather enjoyable sometimes, or to downright disgusting, where the person loses their temper and threatens to end your life. Tally on the board. So, so that's two. That's the first two kinds of trolls. The third kind of troll. The third kind of troll is the hater troll. It is what you get when you combine a hater and a troll into one. Now, the hater troll is looking for attention, but only negative attention, because they only give negative comments. Actually, my channel has its own official hater troll. I branded hater. He's like a channel mascot. He joined on rather early. It's actually interesting because you see, I'm not the only one he trolls, but I'm one of the few who hasn't blocked him. Now he claims to be incapable of anything but hatred. But actually, you know, I actually enjoy his comments because unlike the typical hater troll, which will use monosyllabic words, for instance, I have another hater troll called Oxide, who pretty much monotonously just leaves comments saying, "Cut your hair, you faggot." I'll get back to him in a little bit. I branded hater actually has a very good vocabulary, and it's quite fun to get into these little debates with him sometimes. In fact, he's also responsible for a lot of my, well, I don't really consider my level to be fame, but some people have. Anyway, he's responsible for where I am right now to a large degree because he's the one who brought to my attention the first Beaver Boy video. He said, take a look at this. What do you think? You should do a vid on it. And I did. The rest is history. So yeah, I don't mind him at all. As for Oxide, now you see, he leaves the video comments on a lot of my videos, almost every single one. He's gotten to a little bit of variation lately, but typically it is just cut your hair, you faggot, or some mixture of the words cut your hair and faggot mixed together. And every time he shows up, he invariably, I have fun with him. I tell him, dance, monkey, dance. Because that's all he does, is he amuses me. Now, as I said, the typical hater troll uses monosyllabic words. They will call you a queer, they will call you an idiot, stupid, they'll swear at you, that kind of thing. It's rather sad, actually. And there are several ways to deal with this. 1. Ignore them and hope they go away. They may not, depends on the hater troll. 2. Block them. There are 3 ways to block a person. You can actually go to their channel and press the block button right on their channel. If they send you a PM, there's an option right in their PM, block this user. Or if they post a comment, either to your channel or to a video, there's an option to block them there. Utilize these. I try not to block too many people myself, but to each their own. Now the third option is to respond to them. Now this is where it can get tricky. Now there are some methods. One that I use with iBranded Hater every so often. I actually just recently, because he had actually been absent for a while from my channel, and recently he posted a comment saying how much he hated my opinion and whatnot. And I said, is it weird that I missed you? I haven't heard back from him since then. But actually I did miss him. Is that weird? But so you can try to use kindness, which may or may not work. Now the other option is, if you have a large arsenal in your vocabulary, use it. 3-syllable words are the hater troll's worst enemy. They confuse them. So, actually a little while ago, I had a back and forth with a hater troll through PM. Name was Peter Chow and Vulgarity. And so we talked back and forth. He started trolling me, and I responded in kind through PMs. And he would leave these monosyllabic insults, and then I would leave this half page of elegant ponage, if I may say so myself. He would say things like, oh, you're a queer, go throw yourself underneath the bus. And I would respond by questioning the worth of his life as he sits in front of a computer and insults people he doesn't know. And it got to one point where he actually said, now this is actually a good strategy, because this went back and forth probably 6 or 7 times, and then it got to a point where he actually said something that I did was disgusting. Now sarcasm is your friend. What I said was, disgusting! Oh my, pity me boil! You've used a 3-syllable word, I'm so proud of you! To which he responded with a semi-kind response, saying, I am too. To which I responded laughing, saying, you're alright, you know. And then I pointed out, you know what? My insults don't affect you. Your insults don't affect me. Why not go try to find an easier victim? Haven't heard from him since. I've used this strategy twice, and it has worked both times. I've used it on 2 hater trolls, and they have not bugged me again. It is a useful strategy. If you're going to respond, look for that opportunity to turn it around and point out that neither individual is having any effect on the other. They will see this point and go after someone else. It's what they do. So, those are the three types of trolls. Common troll, hater, hater troll. I hope this has been useful for some of my friends who have been having problems with trolls. And I'll try to think of some other topics to cover in the YouTube survival guide. If you have any, let me know.